How shall I begin my story that has no beginning? In these arroyos, my great-grandfather raised cattle before the Anglos ever came. Our roots go deep in this place, deeper than the pines, deeper than the mine shafts. This is my village. When I was a child, it was called San Marcos. The Anglos changed the name to Zinc Town. Zinc Town, New Mexico, USA. This is our home. The house is not ours, but the flowers are ours. My name is Esperanza Quintero. I am a miner's wife. 18 years my husband has given to that mine, living half his life with dynamite and darkness. The land where the mine now stands, that was owned by my husband's own grandfather, now it belongs to the company.
Quintero, defective fuse?
Well, you're all in one piece, so what's the beef?
You know the beef. This new rule of yours that we work alone. We're taking it up with the super.
Super's busy with your negotiating committee.
So much the better.
Now, wait a minute. Super's the one made the rule. He ain't going to give you no help.
He will if he wants us to go on blasting.
Read your contract. Or get somebody to read it for you. It don't say nothing about no helper.
Listen, Mr. Barton, there's blood in that mine. The blood of my friends, all because they had to work alone. That's how he gets splattered over the rocks, when there's nobody here to check your fuse.
And nobody to warn the other men to stay clear.
Warning's a shift foreman's job.
Foreman wants to get the ore out. Miner wants to get his brothers out in one piece.
You work alone, savvy? You can't handle a job, I'll find someone who can.
Who, a scab?
An American.
Where are you going?
Gotta talk to the brothers. This water's cold again.
Oh, I'm sorry, the fire's gone out.
Forget it.
Forget it? I chop wood for the stove 5 times a day, every time I remember. I remember that across the tracks, the Anglo miners have hot water in pipes and bathrooms inside.
Do you think I like living this way? What do you want of me?
But if your union... If you're asking for better conditions, why can't you ask for decent plumbing, too?
We did. Got lost in the shuffle.
What?
We can't get everything at once. Right now we have more important demands.
What's more important than sanitation?
Safety of the men. That's more important. 5 accidents this week. All because of speed up. You're a woman. You don't know what it's like up there. First, we gotta get equality on the job. Then we'll work on these other things. Give it to the men.
I see. The men. Your strike may be for your demands, but what wives want, that comes later, always later.
Now, don't you start talking against the union again.
What has it got me, your union?
Esperanza, have you forgotten what it was like before the union came? When Estella was a baby and we couldn't even afford a doctor when she was sick? It was for our families we met in graveyards to build that union.
All right, have your strike. I'll have my baby. But no hospital will take me because I'll be a striker's wife. The store will cut off our credit and the kids will go hungry. We'll get behind on the payments again. Then they'll come and take away the radio.
Is that all you care about? That radio? Can't you think of anything except yourself?
If I think of myself, it's because you never think of me. Never.
Stop it. The children are watching. Stop it.
Easy now.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Now, Mrs. Mullins, he's all right.
I want to see now. I want to see now.
How did this happen? They wandered into a drift when that fellow was blasted.
I told you it would happen. It's bound to happen when a man works alone.
Why did you give the man a warning signal?
Your foreman says that's a foreman's job.
I checked the drift just before he blasted. It was all clear. The man must have been asleep or something.
You weren't even there. You were back at the station. Kalinsky told me.
You're a liar, Pancho. A no good, dirty...
You there! You there! Get a hold on yourself. A man's been hurt. I'm as sorry about it as you are, savvy? Accidents are costly to everyone. And to the company most of all. I see no reason to treat the occasion like a paid holiday. Get back to work. Martin?
All right, fellas, the excitement's over. Let's get to it.
Ahora, yo creo. Sí.
What are they saying?
No savvy.
Barnes, what about it? Tell the man to get back to work.
They don't work for me. I work for them.
Luis.
It's up to you, brothers.
Sí.
Sí.
Sí. Sí. Sí. Sí. Sí.
Sí. Sí.
Sí.
¡Hit me! ¡Páralo!
We women were helping, and not just as cooks and coffee makers. A few of the men made jokes about it, but the work had to be done, so they let us stay. No one knew how great a change it was until the day of the crisis. The sheriff was smiling, so we knew he brought bad news. The company had got a court injunction ordering the strikers to stop picketing. A Taft-Hartley injunction, they called it. It meant heavy fines and jail sentences for the strikers if they disobeyed. A decision had to be made at once, whether to obey the order or not.
Brother Sherman, if we give up now, if we obey this rotten Taft-Hartley, we are fools and cowards. There is only one way. Fight them. Fight them all.
Come. We don't gain nothing.
They'll arrest us. Que nos arresten. Es todo lo que les preocupa. ¿No se dan cuenta que están arrestando a nuestra unión?
¿Qué nos vamos a esconder tras de las naguas de nuestras mujeres?
The men quarreled. They made brave speeches. It seemed that Brother Barnes was right. The company had them coming and going. It seemed the strike was lost.
Brother Chairman, if you read the court injunction carefully, you will see that it only prohibits striking minors from picketing. We women are not striking miners. We will take over your picket line. Don't laugh. We have a solution. You have none. Brother Quintero was right when he said we'll lose 50 years of gains. He will lose this strike. Your wife and children, too. But this we promise. If women take your places on the picket line, the strike will not be broken, and no scabs will take your job.
If that's a motion, only members of the union can make a motion.
I so move.
Second.
You have heard the motion. The floor is open for debate.
Señor presidente, si permitimos que nuestras mujeres se mezclen en este asunto, nos vamos a convertir en la burla de todo el movimiento obrero.
Hermano, te equivoco de eso. Las hermanas pueden ayudarnos a nosotros. Ellas no se manchan con ayudarnos a nosotros. Son nuestras compañeras.
¿Y qué es peor?
Luz asked him which was worse, to hide behind a woman's skirt or go down on his knees before the boss.
El patrón.
And what will happen when the cops come and beat our women up? Are we going to stand there and watch them? No. We'll take over anyway. And we'll be right back where we started. Only worse. Even more humiliated. Brothers, I beg you, don't allow this.
And so they came, the women. They came from Zinc Town and the hills beyond, from other mining camps, 10, 20, 30 miles away. Women we had never seen before. Women who had nothing to do with the strike. Somehow they heard about the women's picket line, and they came. And the men came too. I think they were afraid. Afraid the women wouldn't stand fast. Or maybe afraid they would. But not all the women went to the picket line. Some were forbidden by their husbands. I was one of them. It's not fair. I should be there with them. After all, I'm the one who got the women the vote.
The union don't run my house. Those Anglo Danes stirred you up to make fools of...
home. You're gone to the beer parlor. What is it? Can't you bear the sight of me?
Be still.
But you wanted to talk. Tell me. Tell me.
We can't go on this way. I just can't go on living with you. Not this way.
No, we can't go on this way. We can't go back to the old way either.
The old way? What's your new way? What's it mean? You're right to neglect your kids?
Where are you going?
Hunting.
When?
Run up.
Alone?
No.
Ramon, you can't.
Why not? I'm not needed here.
But you are needed. Especially now with most of the other men away. You are the captain of the standby squad.
Sure, the standby squad. Stand by for the funeral.
Whose funeral? We are doing all right. There hasn't been a stop near the picket line for 3 days.
And you know why? Because the company knows they can starve us out. Even if it takes them another 2 or 3 months. What's it to them if the mine shut down a little longer?
It's a lot to them. They do anything to open that mine.
They've got other minds. You don't see the larger picture. They've got millions. Millions. They can outlast us, and they know it.
You mean you are ready to give up?
Who said anything about giving up? I'll never go back to that company on my knees. Never.
You want to go down fighting, is that it? I don't want to go down fighting. I want to win. Ramon, we are not getting weaker. We are stronger than ever before. They are getting weaker.
They thought they could break our picket line, and they failed. And now they can't win unless they pull up something big and pull it up fast.
Like what?
I don't know. But I can feel it coming. It's like a lull before a storm. Charlie Vidal says.
Charlie Vidal says. Don't throw Charlie Vidal up to me.
Charlie's my friend. I need friends. Why are you so afraid to have me as your friend?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you don't. Have you learned nothing from this strike? Why are you afraid to have me at your side? Do you still think you can have dignity only by have none?
Talk of dignity. After what you've been doing.
Yes, I talk of dignity. The Anglo bosses look down on you, and you hate them for it. Stay in your place, you dirty Mexican. That's what they tell you. But why must you say to me, stay in your place? Do you feel better having someone lower than you?
Shut up. You're talking crazy.
Whose neck shall I stand on to make me feel superior? And what will I have out of it? I don't want anything lower than I am. I am low enough already. I want to rise and to push everything up with me as I go.
Will you be still?
And if you can't understand this, you are a fool. Because you can't win this fight without me. You can't win anything without me. That would be the old way. Never try something again. Never.
You mean you're ready to give up? You want to go down fighting, is that it? I don't want to go down fighting. I want to win. Ramon, we are not getting weaker. We are stronger than ever before. They are getting weaker. Have you learned nothing from this strike? I can feel it coming. It's like a lull before the storm. They thought they could break our picket lines and they failed. And now they can't win unless they pull off something big and pull it off fast.